Jill Evans, Plaid Cymru MEP. I know that you were concerned about EID sheep tagging before it came in. Have you now accepted it? But what are the problems that remain?
Yes, I think the industry, that all of us who've been involved in the debate have now accepted that it is in place and everyone wants it to work effectively. Unfortunately, as we predicted, it isn't working. That in a practical way, we're experiencing tremendous difficulties in Wales because of the nature of the farming we have in Wales, but because of the way in which it's been implemented with the equipment and so on. And so there are great problems. So my concern now is that farmers in Wales are not penalised because there's not 100% compliance. In other words, that not every sheep has a tag, that things do go wrong, tags do come off, sheep do go missing, and these are everyday problems that do occur, that we know they happen, and farmers should not be penalised financially because that does happen. Now, I've continued to raise these issues in the Parliament, and I contacted my colleagues in the Agriculture Committee, and in fact I found that they had the same concerns from several different countries. People were coming back with the same stories.
So, from farmers in Wales, are they, since these tags came in, are they actually being penalised, and to what extent? You know, how much problems is this actually causing in practice, more than you feared before it came in?
Well, the difficulty is that even though the Commission said that there would be flexibility, in the rules it says you have to meet these rules 100%. And so any kind of problem that arises could result in the farmer losing out financially through the payment being cut. And so what the farmers in Wales are concerned about is that where there's a problem, where there's a missing tag or a missing sheep, well, it's no fault of the farmers. There's no intention to go against the legislation. It's just one of the things that happens, that those farmers are not then punished because they are trying to make the system work. And we are at a position now where the authorities who are implementing the legislation are saying you have to meet it 100%.
And it's just too harsh then, is the problem that you've always had with it. So you met today with a group of MEPs with the Commissioner that kind of covers this area. What did he have to say? Was he a sympathetic ear?
Well, there were 14 of us from different countries who met with the Commissioner today, which is a reflection of just how major this issue is. The Commissioner was very receptive. He has been aware of the problems, of course, in the past. We've had many meetings with him before, but we were calling for a review of the whole legislation, because this is a law that was decided several years ago, and it's only now coming into practice, where the situation has changed a lot. And most importantly, we have to make sure that if this law is in the interests of farmers and animal welfare and consumers, that it actually fulfills that purpose. And if it's not working, then it needs to be reviewed. And so he did agree to consider a review. We also were concerned about in next year, at the beginning of 2012, the law will cover all flocks of sheep. He said that he would look at an agreement on possibly delaying that he would discuss that with other people. So our concerns about the way that this is being implemented in different countries, and the fact that it's different in different places and it's affecting Welsh farmers particularly badly, those concerns were taken on board, and we'll now be pushing very hard to get that review as soon as possible.
And how far do you think that review could deal with the problems that you say farmers have in Wales?
Well, in the longer term, of course, it could, because the Commissioner was very aware that you need to look at what has worked and what hasn't worked in different countries, in different areas, such as in Wales where we have the hill farms, what doesn't work in Wales, what isn't practical. And so that's, for the longer term, that's the way that we will resolve the problems. In the shorter term, in the immediate term, in terms of protecting farmers from having these penalties for not implementing it fully, for it not working 100% right, then we will be lobbying the governments, because it's in the council, the government's working groups, that those issues are being discussed now. So we will be taking that a step further as well.
So just to sum up really, a step in the right direction but still more work to do.
Yes, I think it is, because what we found in the past 3 years or so when we've been lobbying on this, very hard and effective lobbying by the farmers in Wales and other countries, we've found a lot of inflexibility from the Commission. They listened, they took the evidence, but they weren't willing to change or delay the legislation. What we've had today is an acknowledgement that there are major problems, and so it does need to be reviewed. What we have to do, of course, is to make sure that review happens. It's a full review and it happens quickly.